everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zehir. Last episode we went and finished up a few random things that happened to be going on that we needed to finish up. Right now, wrong button, we've pretty much finished just about everything we can. We've explored a large amount of territory and found possibly all the locations we can find. We've completed all the side quests and such that we've done. The only things we have left, well, this one just never got finished, I don't know why, are finding out what happened to those associates that Sasani wants us to find, and this meeting that needs to be set up between the cartels. Well, we need to get in better with the cartels in order to find the associates, so that's going to be our task. Let's go start that meeting in Conyberry, and for that, I believe we need to actually speak to this person up here. Alright, everyone get in. They never actually showed us the, quartermaster, which I still don't get. Two more need to show up. One more. Come on, Emoja. There you are.
Greetings, fellow.
Alright, I'm ready to attend the meeting. Alright, I will prepare to leave immediately. Are you certain you are ready to go? Yes, I am ready. I will see you at the tavern in Conyberry. Good travels, friends. That was quick and easy. Okay. Let's make that run to Conyberry. And in fact, I'm going to cut it while we run because, yeah, we may as well. Will return. Alright, we've made it to Conyberry. Didn't take too long at all. Let's go into the tavern and deal with this.
Where are... hello. Glad to see you. We will begin shortly.
Well, we're the only ones here.
Keller, do you know where Wright is?
I made it plenty clear to him how important all this was. He should be here shortly.
I'm sure he'll show up shortly.
Ah, here he is.
Hello, friends.
Yes?
I am sure you have many questions. First, I will assure you that the fated winds are not involved in petty banditry.
Then how do you explain what happened? But that is not to say that Mikul was not acting under my orders. You have seen how the Sword Coast responded to the Shadow War. Drawn together, fallen apart. Some of us have risen to these challenges. Others have been crushed by them. And? Is it not strange how much like a living thing our region is? Maris, you should know. Commerce, the flow of gold, goods, food. It is the blood of our society. And you, Archon, you and those like you, those who do good, who care for the weak, you are our heart. And this crisis, not merely that of New Leaf, but of the Sword Coast as a whole, it may simply be a brief illness, a passing indisposition. But I believe it is not. Okay. The Sword Coast has survived worse. What is different now? We are all frail. We live, acting out of petty greed, hatred, or fear. We overcome obstacles that to the strong are trivial, but become gargantuan due to the limits placed on the strong. Uh-oh. The King of Shadows should have been less than even a nuisance. Amanjaro knew he was a threat, and attempted to move against him. But he was restrained, not by the King of Shadows, but by those too weak or stupid to see the real threat. What Amanjaro set out to do... Go on. It is not just society, but humanity that is weak. Toril is weak. A new wind is coming, and that wind carries a new name upon its breath. Zehir. I have heard of that name before. Who is it?
I am afraid this is of no consequence. Your time, my time, our time is short. The weak and the strong have both drunk of the tainted vial. The weak shall perish, and the strong shall grow mightier. I have drunk of Zehir's cup. I have been found wanting, as shall you.
Right! What in the hells do you mean?
I have done all of this as a gift to our new masters, to the new flesh. Prepare to meet them.
Uh-oh.
By the gods! What is he?
We're under attack! Sure!
Oh, crap! Yanti! Almost got him. Okay, I think we saved them all. This is dire news. Naval must be informed of these events. Keller, I swear, if I find out you are behind this, you'll hang. Enough! This bickering achieves nothing. We should be off. Well, the good news is they're all alive. So, what was that going on just now, really? Somehow the Yanti are involved in this. Let's get a rest in so that we can have the rest done.
Sure, yes.
Now let's get back to Neverwinter. Shouldn't take too long. Oh. Okay, tangle some
step.
bags. I don't
Follow
really care
me.
about those. Alright. It was interesting what he was talking about. He did sound like the way he was talking was about things... I don't know. This really seems like it came out of nowhere. To me, anyway. Why was he performing banditry? It doesn't make sense. He never finished explaining his metaphor, either.
Yes?
So who are we supposed to speak to? Naval? Doesn't even say. Well, I'm going to go speak with Naval. Oh, there he is. Everyone come over here, please. More than just Juliana and Alan. Thank you. Naval? Nothing. Okay, let's go, speak with our patron, then. As I think that's basically the only other thing we have left to talk about. I don't know, I felt like maybe there was supposed to be more to this or something? Come on, everyone, get in. Waiting on two more. There's Septimund. Okay, you're all... Alan, why are you still back there?
Get in step. Follow.
Thank you, Alan. Please, get over here. Were you trying to steal something?
Greetings, fellow.
Do you have any work for me? No. What do I need to do to attain the next rank within the cartel? Your performance in Coneyberry was more than enough to convince the lords of your worthiness. I have the necessary trade bars. I'd like to purchase the next rank. Most excellent. You are now registered as a director in the Forgotten Lords. Very impressive. Do you have any more work? No. Okay.
Director, it is good to see you.
Now what? Do we speak to these other people?
I don't chat with
Okay, now what?
I'm sorry. I'm not prepared.
Why?
Director,
Check with the quartermaster. Where the hell is the quartermaster? Check with the quartermaster to see if we have any available export contracts. Where is the quartermaster?
Sure, yes.
Is the quartermaster in our trading post?
I ask you to follow me now.
He's just labeled as trader. No. Is the quartermaster, I don't know, back in Crossroad Keep? Am I gonna have to look this up? Because this doesn't make any sense. Naval? No, nothing. Let's go back to Crossroad Keep and see if there's anyone there, because that's the only thing left I can think of. And the quartermaster for these export contracts.
Sure, yes.
If he's not down there, I don't know where he is. Visit the merchant headquarters. Burial, investor.
here's your share of the income our company is. If there's
Thank you for the
anything you need,
7,000
just
trade
let me know.
bars. See anything there? None of this really makes any sense. I don't see this quartermaster anywhere. Is he somewhere out in the courtyard? I think there may have been a building that we didn't investigate. It's the Adventurers Guild, that's that one building. No, it wouldn't be in here. Okay, I need a second to try and find this. I'll be right back. Okay, looking in a walkthrough, we actually should be talking to Sasani about this and informing her. So, let's do that. Why is nobody moving? So, okay, let's go speak with Sasani. I thought we were going to have to find out more information, but... okay. Everyone move a little closer.
I trust everything goes well.
What can you tell me about the Snake Tongues? I have heard of their ilk. It is an organization in the area that seems to be zealots of some kind. A cult that seems to be attempting to undermine our efforts to revitalize the area. Beyond this, I fear I don't have any details. I suspect I hardly need to tell you this, but do what is necessary to stop such troublesome beings from getting in your way. Whatever is necessary. Jordan Wright is dead by his own hand. He was involved with the Snake-Tongue cultists. And the Yonti.
By strange coincidence, Nasirin has informed me that we received a message from my long-lost associates. They've requested a meeting at the Night's Rest Inn, a small tavern along the road to Phandalin.
How do you know it's really from them?
What are you implying, you little...
Still your tongue, Nasirin. It remains a legitimate question. Ilfos and Kazoo used a particular type of code that only Nasirin and I were familiar with, and the missive used that code. It is not definite proof, but it is reason enough to investigate.
It took them this long to get you a message?
Indeed, but that's assuming the message is not a forgery or that my associates aren't also involved with these cultists. At that point, I will rule nothing out. I'd like you to investigate this for me. I'm sure you'll agree that it's highly suspicious.
Oh yes, I definitely agree.
Since when do we start distrusting our own allies?
As of now, the only ones I trust are in this room. And you're lucky I did not tell you to leave, Nasirin.
I'll see what I can find out.
Good luck and be careful. Not that I need to tell you that.
Alright, so now we can continue our quest. I was just very confused. I still don't understand where the hell this quartermaster is. I still haven't seen them. Which still doesn't really make sense. Alright, let's go. We still have some time. Maybe we can complete this quest. Night's Rest Inn, east along the road to Phandalin. Shouldn't be hard to find.
Get in step. Follow me.
Let's see here. And there it is. We get a night's rest at the Night's Rest. Let me save first. Alright, let's head inside. This is the Night's Rest Inn, a typical roadside inn frequented by minor merchants and other travelers. Well, let's see what will happen here. Not too much here, but there is something in here. A couple tavern patrons. Kizu and Ilfos. Found them. Ah, well, I suppose it was a bit too much to expect Sasani herself to show up. I told you we waited too long to contact her. We should have made our move as soon as we learned she was on the Sword Coast. Easy, Brother Ilfos. There were more important matters to deal with. This is but a minor distraction. Yeah, you've got a bit of blood on your clothes. Do I? How embarrassing. The former owner of this establishment, along with his guests, put up a bit of a struggle. Sasani failed to mention that you were Yanti. I'm sure there are other things she also failed to mention. It would be unwise to turn her back on her. So says the person who wanted to have a meeting in a secluded tavern after running away from the keep. Why did you leave? The plan called for subtlety and infiltration, posing as merchants while we wormed our way into positions of power in the Sword Coast. Everything changed when Zehir spoke to us. Zehir showed us that the old ways are wrong, that they will only lead to failure. Indeed, our former god Seth has taught us that the slow, sure way is best. But where has that gotten us? We hide in the shadows, promised that our own kind will rise again, and yet we wither while the other races thrive. and Seth's voice has grown silent. Still. Wait, you're Yonti, are you not? And Sasani is one of us, yes. The Vrail Olo. Perceptive for a scaleless one. I wonder, did you figure this out before now and had merely been telling yourself it wasn't true? Sasani's a Yonti? I mean, I guess the name fits, but... She comes from a lesser house. A more traditional one. Sasani would consider our actions heretical and almost certainly will want us dead for our supposed transgressions. Sasani is one of you. Of course. Her house is one of the best at infiltrating the societies of lesser creatures, so don't be ashamed if you weren't aware of this fact. Kizu, I grow impatient. We waste time here with our minions. If Sasani will not come to us, then we must hunt her down instead. Ah yes, Ilphos, you are right. I've enjoyed our conversation, but regrettably we can't really afford to leave you alive. Okay, I did not see that coming. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they're, Yonti, but Sasani too? That I definitely didn't expect. So we've got Kizu's short sword. This powerful short sword was wielded by Kizu, and the slick sheen on its surface makes you suspect that it's permanently coated in poison. And here... This powerful artifact was once used by the Yonti zealot Ilphos, and his dark power seemed to cling to it still. Bonus to intelligence, only usable by evil. Well, that's gonna be sold. Alright, let's get out of here and rest. Okay, and I think we need to speak with Sasani here.
Sure, yes.
So, if Sasani happens to be a, yeah, I think we need to speak with her about this. Rest so we're fully healed. Uh-oh.
So, lass, tell us what you remember.
I was here at headquarters, and I heard a scream from Nasirin's room. I opened the door, and he was on the floor. There was blood, and Sasani, she was...
She was a Yonti?
Yes, that's what they're called. Her eyes were... And she had scales, and she looked at me and said something about a temple, and I guess I fainted.
You did well, Varian.
Well, that tears it. Two Yuan-Ti folk up here in the keep. Guess that I've got to shut this merchant company down.
Master Kelgar, no! You can't! That can't be. Think of all the keep owes to us. About how much the whole northern Sword Coast owes to us. You can't act like that isn't true!
Aye, that's a point, lass. But I can't let anyone know about this. And who's gonna run this company with that snake woman gone?
I think I can do it.
Very well. That'll work. For now. As for you, lass, there's been a murder under my watch. And Snake Man or no, that woman's got to be brought to justice. I'm honored bound to find her. If you want Nash's approval of all this, you'd best start looking for her too.
Well, okay then.
I ask you to follow
It's
me.
more than a little worrying.
It's so horrible. I can't believe that happened.
Calm down. Take a breath and tell me more about what happened. Thank you. It was just business as usual. Then the next thing I know, Nasirin's dead in his room. There's blood and guards everywhere, and I'll calm down. I was speaking with some potential investors when I heard Lady Sasani and Nasirin start arguing. I heard a scream and then... well, you know that part. I didn't hear all of what they were talking about. Usually the room has a ward cast on it to mute their voices, but I guess it wasn't working. I heard something about Samarak, but that was it. Going back to Samarak would be dangerous, unless Samarak really wasn't her destination. I think that might be the case, but Aureus would know better than I. If she used the portal, that is. I don't think any guards saw her leave.
Here's your share of the income, our if there's anything you need.
Okay, let's find out from Aureus.
Too bad about Nasirin, really. Surprising that Sasani would do such a thing.
You really think she did it? The evidence is there, isn't it? Don't you think she's capable of murder? Did you ever look in her eyes when she got mad? It's a wonder she hasn't made anyone drop dead before now. What do you know about the murder? Not much at all, actually. I was over in the Phoenix Tail with several other people when it all happened. Came back singing and saw that place full of guards. Stopped that song pretty quick, I can tell you. Did Sasani use the portal? Yes, she did. The fact that it still works is a gift from the Wonderbringer himself. It makes me wonder how on Toril she managed to do such a thing. I need to follow Sasani. Considering the circumstances, I'll waive the usual transport fee until this matter is resolved. Alright. We'll be back when we're ready, because right now, I think this episode has gone on long enough. Okay, well that's certainly taken a turn that I didn't expect at all. Well, next episode we'll go through and try and find Sasani. Some temple? This'll be interesting. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Cheswick44. That is Alice Starshield, Mr. Magdalene, Juliana Bronzebelly, Alan Strata, Umoja, and Septimund. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zehir. And I shall see you all next time.